Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Mega Park series here in Open Roller Coaster Tycoon. I was able to upload another video in June. I didn't think I was going to get 2 episodes this month, but here we are. I've been pretty motivated recently to get back into this park. In this episode, I build a multi-dimension roller coaster, which I don't have that much experience and knowledge building these. I've built a handful of them over the last 20 years playing this game, but I probably have never really built a proper one. You know, now that I think about it, I built one a long time ago in a series, now that I think about it. But yeah, I would say, like, out of all of the coasters, this is probably a bottom 5 of knowledge on how I'm supposed to build it, if that makes sense. But I've seen a handful of these on, like, I've seen pictures, I've seen parks with multi-dimensions. I was looking at some YouTube videos as some motivation, but I kind of winged it. I just know, like, there's the whole seat rotation thing, in which I did leave it at 0 for the whole thing, just to build the coaster first, kind of test it out and see if I like it. And then off camera, I did end up doing some research on what the proper seat rotation, what it should be. So I did that off camera. I kind of went through the entire layout again and made sure I did the proper seat rotation. There's not really a really specific proper way to do it, but I just know, like, whenever you kind of go up and down, you should kind of tilt the rotation just a little bit, or if you're upside down, you should change it to negative 180 or positive 180. But I kind of had some fun with it, and I learned that it doesn't affect the stats, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not that important, but I guess just for looks and stuff, I did go out of my way to make sure I get those seat rotations in there for the entire layout of the coaster. But this coaster right here, I named this one Daft Punk. I knew I wanted to have a coaster named after Daft Punk. I didn't know when I was going to get to it, but I did have in the corner of the park the 2 white coasters. I know it's been a long time since I've posted, so a lot of these coasters you probably don't remember it that much, but a few episodes back, aka 2 years ago, there's 2 white coasters with a very modern theme that I named Plain White Tees and Blink 182. So it was kind of like a modern sci-fi-ish area, so I was like, you know what, let me put in a Daft Punk coaster in this area as well, because Daft Punk is such a futuristic sci-fi-ish band. And I kind of did a similar thing, a similar idea with the scenery, where the coasters that I had in the corner are like, I just kind of stacked up a bunch of white blocks as my scenery, and it was very simple and very random, but I think it worked really well. So I did the same idea here, but instead of white, I did black. Just because I know Daft Punk primarily has black colors, and then I made the coaster like kind of just like an off-white, almost silvery. I don't remember if I put a little gray in there or not, but it's Daft Punk colors, I guess. So like I said, I kind of just stacked up a bunch of black base blocks for the most part, and kind of dug into the future theming, and just kind of did that. That was my strategy. So it's a very unique style of scenery, I think, doing it like this. So yeah, that's Daft Punk, and I tried to kind of blend it a little bit with those white coasters that I have over there, as best as I could. But yeah, and then I had fun with supports here. I was getting kind of close to the edge. I usually like to leave at least one space gap between, like, the supports or anything in the edge of the park. You know, if I thought it through, I probably would have put it 1 unit inward, but I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's an issue. I think it's fine. But yeah, that's Daft Punk for you. And then later in the episode, I build another coaster that I didn't get to the scenery yet. But it's my first mine train coaster of the park, in which I named Kajagoogoo, which is a band that I really got into this year, or maybe it was like closer to late last year, I don't really remember. But yeah, a very underrated band. They kind of had one hit. But I kind of listened to their whole album. I'm like, this is a banger. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of them on Spotify and stuff. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson, just because I saw the movie back in April or May. Very good movie. I thought it was wonderful. And then like after that, I'm just like listening to nothing but Michael Jackson, which I used to listen to quite a bit of Michael Jackson, then I kind of stopped and phased out, and then I kind of got back into it, and I'm like, he's so good. Listened to a lot of the Jackson 5, the Jacksons, just all sorts of music that Michael Jackson is a part of. But anyways, yes, I built 2 coasters. I pretty much finished theming the Daft Punk here, and then I finished it off with the trees and such. And then, like I said, built a mine train coaster, and this one I kind of weaved through several coasters that I built in the last episode, actually. Just because I think, why not? I really like to try to squeeze coasters wherever I can. If I see an open spot, I'm like, do I put a bunch of trees there, or do I try to squeeze in a coaster? I'm like, I should squeeze in a coaster. So I did that. I built a flying saucers ride near Daft Punk as well. I kind of forgot to mention that because that's kind of like a sci-fi ride. I think it really fit the theme well in this area. But yeah, and then I finally connected this coaster with like the footpath because guests could not reach this yet. But I finally connected it. I didn't quite do all the scenery for like around the footpath because I usually like to put little gardens or little shrubs and stuff. But like I said, that's kind of like a last thing to do because I don't know what I'm gonna add there. Like I might put a coaster there or something. So I kind of avoid the scenery around the footpath for now. Yeah, I'll probably at the very, very end of this series do like a finishing touches and stuff and just kind of like look throughout the entire park. But man, I am having fun with this park again. It's been a long time. I'm glad that I finally was like, you know what, let me get back into it. But yeah, that's pretty much it in this episode. Oh yeah, actually I did forget. At the very end of this episode, I do some touch-ups to the castle-themed coasters that I had. It was built a while back, quite a bit of ways back. But I have these dueling coasters, Prince and Queen, because those are both bands, and it kind of makes sense to have those be dueling, because I think it's, you know, Prince and Queen. Do some finishing touches there, because that one took me a long time to add scenery. But you'll see that towards the end of the episode when you see those corkscrew, I think it was corkscrew coasters, it might be something different. I forget. It's been so long since I played this game that I don't even know my coaster types anymore. I gotta get my knowledge back in. But yeah, there you go. And then I did put in some food stalls as well, because that is often a thing that I keep forgetting about, is to put the food stalls in. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to talk about, because I'm not very good at this. But if you guys have any comments, suggestions, feedback, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm, like I said, having fun doing this again. Feels very weird to record commentary after a year and a half. And it's great to see some comments from the same people that I saw 2 years ago. I'm glad you guys are still sticking around. So yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It would be awesome if you guys can like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in episode 24.